Brand Minds presents Global Thinkers about AI in the business world. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of AI?
First of all, disruption. Second, probably change. And third, opportunity. Those are the three things I would list, thinking about AI today.
If you had an AI collaborator with limitless potential, what challenge would you ask it to solve first?
So I believe to a certain extent, we already have, pretty powerful AI collaborators at our fingertip, even, maybe digital twins that we can ask, interrogate. So one of the things I already do today is when I have a conversations throughout the day, I record them if I can. Not always possible given the confidentiality of the organizations I work with. And then at the end of the day or the next day, I would ask, what could I do better? So the challenge I'm trying to solve is to get better every day. Better as a professional, better as a human being, better at the way I work with other people. And of course, better as a parent. I have two children, true grown-up children. So AI is already helping me today to address some of these challenges. I was going to say solve, definitely, try to get better. It still relies on me as a human changing, but it's definitely supporting me, with world-class coaching every day, all the time. So that is super powerful. And to a certain extent, I would already call that a limitless collaborator today.
What is the biggest change you see AI bringing to your industry in the next 10 years?
So I'm in the industry of helping organizations change and adapt to the future. So one thing that's definitely going to happen is disruption and change much faster than ever before. And what I can already say with guarantee, there's not a lot of things you can say with certainty here, is that we do not know how the world is going to look like in 10 years. Heck, it's quite difficult to know how it's going to look in 1, 2, or 3 years now with the changes that AI is bringing. So what we can definitely say is that work is going to look very, very differently. And we're going to have to change the way we organize in companies to adapt to this new world. That is definitely going to be very different in every type of industry.
What is the biggest change that AI is bringing to your work in the present?
Well, it's definitely making my work a lot more effective. So I'll give you a simple example. When I work with a CEO or a leadership team and their company, what I'm going to do is I'm going to research this company very quickly with quite sophisticated questions and prompts, and AI is going to give me, the whole kind of rundown. I'll take that, I'll put it, as a recording into an app, and then I'll listen to it while I'm working out. So it's making me a lot more productive, and I'm much more prepared for every type of meeting. So that's number one. Number two is I'm using AI as a personal coach today to support me in getting better every day. So I record as many conversations during the day that I can, and then I get AI to coach me at the end of the day or the next day to help me understand what I could have done better. So AI is definitely supporting me in my work already today.
How do you see AI empowering human potential rather than replacing it in your industry?
So my industry is helping organizations organize, create strategies, reinvent themselves. And one thing that is very clear, that the whole process of doing these things is much faster, much more efficient. And I believe it's empowering individuals who are already very creative, very curious, very smart, very gifted in the way they work. It's making them even better. What it's definitely going to do is going to replace a lot of people who are mediocre, who are not doing something they're really passionate about, because that will, just be replaced by AI. The basic tasks or some of the already kind of sophisticated tasks in consulting and advisory, but that don't really require a lot of strategic thinking, iterating, a good prompting, working with something, understanding if it's good or not. Those jobs are going to disappear and they're going to be replaced by AI. So I think there's going to be a big gap between a mass that didn't really care about their work and weren't really good at it, and a very small group of highly, talented people who are going to be even better through AI. But because there's AI, they have to be highly qualified and knowledgeable about what they do. So I think it's going to be a big shift. I think a lot of jobs are going to disappear. But as we know from history of change, jobs that disappear create opportunities for new things. Now, short term, that can be very painful. Longer term, I think there's always a very, very strong upside. So how we're going to navigate this shift, shorter term and midterm, that's going to be the challenge for us, not just in a specific industry, but as a society.
Brand Minds, uniting the business world.